Hello, everyone. So we are here with the next session on time management. And now in today's session, we will be discussing about something related to the organization, related to your workplace and how to manage your time over there, how to stay organized. Just think of a person who is having the scattered thing over here and there, and for him, do you think he will be able to manage the time effectively? Like, let's say he just want a pencil, he just want a writing pad. So what he'll be doing? Well, he'll just scribble here, he'll just try to find out the things here and there, because nothing is organized at his end. He cannot find the pen. He's taking 5-10 minutes to find the pen, to find the letter pad. So do you think this thing is not going to waste your time? How much time does it actually take to keep the thing back on the proper place? It hardly takes a minute if you are making it your habit to do that regularly every time, that whenever you're picking up something from a specific place, you are making it sure that you are putting that back to that specific place only. So it is not going to take you more than 1 minute, 30 seconds. But when you keep the things here and there, when bulk of things get scattered all together, it takes time to arrange, to rearrange them properly. So in today's session, we are going to discuss about how time is closely related to being organized. If a person is organized, how he can effectively manage his entire day. It do not take hours to manage the things, but yes, definitely it takes a practice, a daily practice which a person builds, which a person makes, that okay, whenever I'm going to pick up a thing from somewhere, I am definitely going to put it back on that same place. When you start building this habit of putting the things on proper place, when you start building this habit of keeping your working place organized. Now here it's not just about keeping your working place organized, keeping every place organized. Nowadays when people are working from home, at home each and everyone doesn't have a proper individual room to make that, as to keep that as the office setup. So we have limited spaces when we talk about the cities like Bangalore, cities like Mumbai, Hyderabad. The spaces are very less, so you need to be organized. If you just keep the things all together at one place, at the end of the day, you all will be struggling to find out the things, and it is going to consume the major part of your day. Not only the time, but also it is going to reduce your efficiency, because when we are investing the time in doing the unnecessary things, it simply wastes our time. It creates distraction for us. It is not easy to just every time find out the things and get back with the same concentration, same dedication to the work again. That is why in today's session we are going to talk about what are the ways by which you can stay organized at workplace. It is not just about putting the things on proper places. It is also about very small things like we keep on searching what task is to be done today. Instead of doing that, we can have the habit of highlighting the task with the color codes, that what are on priorities. We can make the practice of putting those things in front of our desk. We can practice the habit of getting the notification. It comes to Google, it's come to our Gmail account when we are working from home, or even if we were working from organization. Usually we used to get the mails. Now how to mark those mails, having separate folders to mark the mails, that okay, this is the folder, in this folder all these mails are there, this is the folder and this all these mails are there. So this is going to keep you organized, this is going to save your time, as well as it is also going to save your energy. Because when you are working, and if you just get distracted by these small things every now and then, you lose your concentration. That concentration starts fading away by the time you reach the middle of the day, by the time you reach the second half of the day, just because half of your energy is used, is wasted in sorting out the things. So when it comes to ways for staying organized, the first and the foremost and the most important way by which you can stay organized at workplaces, time block your day. What does this mean, time block your day? It means focus on your task. Prepare a calendar for yourself that, okay, this is the calendar which I am going to follow. This is my calendar. This is my to-do list. So when you are preparing your calendar, it is definitely going to make things easy for you. So time block your day. It helps you focus on your task and while planning out your calendar. It helps minimize distraction and makes you flexible and adjust block time as needed based on meetings and other last minute requests you receive. So, what is going to happen when you are going to block the time, when you are going to plan out your entire day, when you're going to plan out your entire day or your entire week or maybe entire month? It is going to help you to stay yourself, to keep yourself away from any kind of unnecessary distraction coming in your daily routine. Along with this, when we are talking about blocking the time, it will also help you to be flexible and adjust block time as and when needed based on meetings and other last minute requests. It is again very important that based on the meetings and last moment requests, it will help you to adjust the time for those also, because we are working in the organization. We do not know when we are going to get a sudden important task, and we cannot say that no, we already have a schedule, so we are not going to work for that. We cannot deny that thing. So when you are blocking the time for your day, you make sure that, okay, I am giving proper time to the things. I'm making sure that I have enough time kept reserved for any kind of sudden and emergency task. Yes. The second point here says establish a routine for yourself. Always make it your habit that you're always establishing a proper routine for yourself, proper structure for yourself. Because until and unless you do not have a specific routine, you do not make a proper routine, you cannot work. See, these are the things which you have already discussed in the last session. Adhere to your plan. Stick to your schedule. That this is my schedule and I'm going to stick to that schedule. I'm going to work according to the schedule only. Next is use your email calendars. Write down the things. Make a color code to do the list. Develop checklists and templates and create a filing system. Till here, we have already discussed in the last session. The next point which comes here is clean up regularly. Regularly cleaning up means whatever things you have scattered here and there, you just make it your habit that I'm going to put these things back on the proper places as and when I use them. As soon as the use of those things is over, I'm going to put them back on proper place. I am not going to leave it on my table by the end of the day and I'll just go like this. No, I'm not going to waste my another day, a new day. I'm not going to start my new day by just clearing the mess, by just cleaning the mess which I just left on my table a day before. So, this is what it means. Now, it is not just only for your desk, it is also about your documents, your files, your emails, everything. Whatever you think, the work is done. These things are no more needed. If they need to be filed and kept in the storeroom or somewhere, library, go and keep it. But the only thing, the cleanup regularly only means that you are not going to keep those things lying on your table. You're not going to keep these things that, okay, let it stay on the table and we'll clean up later. No. Once the work related to a particular file, particular document is done, put them back on the proper places. So under cleanup regularly, the first point says a clean workplace keeps employees motivated, focused, and productive. Close your eyes and just imagine you enter your workplace, and in that workplace, there are two tables. One table, you are a new employee. One table, files are scattered, pens are scattered, the desk is not clean, it's dusty everywhere. So what you are going to do in that case? What you will be doing? Are you going to clean up the things, or are you going to just find out a better place for yourself where you can just sit on a clean table and you can just directly focus on getting started with the work? The other table, which is very clean, computer tables is nicely placed at one place, you have the full space, proper space to keep your documents. So in that situation, what you are going to do? Second one says it also makes it quicker and easier to find important documents and other paperwork. So this also we know that we are, when we are going to keep the things clean, when we are going to arrange them properly, and whenever we take them, we keep them properly on the proper place, back to their proper places. It is going to make it easy and quicker for us to find the document. Not only for us, even any other person wants to check the document, wants to see the document, everyone in the organization will know, okay, these type of documents are kept in this place. So they won't have to ask each other to find a document. But in case if you do not keep the documents properly back on the proper place, it causes problem not only for you. It not only wastes your time, but also it also wastes the time of other person who is trying to find the same document. Next is throw away unnecessary clutters with the things which are not required once the work is done, that need not to be stored, or that need not to be kept for as a record. Just throw them away. Do not let them just pile up in your drawers, on your desk, and afterwards you are not sure that what things to be thrown and what to be kept, what are important and what are not. So to avoid those things, it is always better that you throw away the unnecessary things which are not required. Recognize items into folders or drawer decks. Reorganize them. Many people have different habits. Like for me, what I prefer is whenever I'm keeping a stuff in the drawer, I keep the same type of stuff in one drawer. Let's say I'm keeping the stationery item where it is everything starting from small eraser to the punching machine, everything is kept over there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put a slip over there that this drawer contains stationery, just simple word stationery, I'll paste it there. So it becomes easy for me. And along with this, many times when you are regularly doing that, whenever you are regularly opening the drawer and you are just picking up the things, it becomes easy for you, and even you just get habitual of doing that. Your hand will automatically go, oh, I need a stationery. Without seeing, your head will automatically go to that place, and you can easily find out the things. So that is why it is always beneficial that you focus on cleaning up the things regularly. The 10th point says get desk organizers. Nowadays in market, we will get all kind of desk organizers. The partition of the desk, small holders having different boxes, the transparent boxes having the compartments, straight boxes having the compartments. So we will get many different types of organizers. And nowadays we get the adjustable organizers. organizers. You can adjust the size of the compartment, like what size compartment you need for a specific item. You can adjust the size of the compartment, and this way you can keep your desk organized. Like you can just divide the things here: pencil, razor, punching machine, stapler pins, sellotape. All these things can be kept at separate places, where in the drawer also you won't struggle to keep the to just search for a specific thing over there. So just get those desk organizers. If you think that finding the thing from the door is again consuming time for you, it is wasting your time. So instead of wasting the time, getting the desk organizer is the best option. So what does this mean? Clean workspace help you to use desk and drawers organized. If you have a clean workspace, obviously you'll have the desk, drawers, everything is going to be or organized only. And when things are going to be organized, it is going to be easy to find out the things. It is going to help you to keep yourself organized. The next morning, when you're going to enter, when you're going to sit on your desk, you'll be feeling motivated, you'll be feeling happy that, oh, finally I have that place. My place is clean, I can just start my work. I don't have to think on shuffling the things from here and there. All these things get sorted out. Keep similar items together. So again, it is very important that you just focus on keeping these similar items together. That okay, these are the things, like let's say these are the letter pads, these are the writing pads, or these are my blank papers. Put them on one place, because it will be very easy to find out the things. What we do if we talk about our at our home, our wardrobe organizer, we keep same type of stuff at same place, so that whenever we want to find any kind of stuff, it becomes easy. So that is why this is one of the, again, one of the tip, that if you have, let's say you have the ball pins, you have the stapler pins, you have the U pins. So what you can do, you can keep all these types of pins at one place, so that you will know that okay, this is the box which contains different types of pins. So whenever I'll require any specific kind of pin, any pin, I just have to open this and I can take it from there. So again, when you are organizing, make sure you're keeping the same type of stuff at the same place. Maximize the space on your desk and inside your drawer to keep your space clean and organized. Maximize your space. Do not overload your drawer, that you are the drawer space is of only 6 compartments and you're just trying to make it 9, and you're just overloading that. When you're opening and closing the drawer, the item from one compartment is just jumping to another compartment. Again, what is happening? This is going to disorganize. This is not going to keep your things organized, right? When things are shifting from one compartment to another compartment, it is going to be very difficult to find the things again. So uh, keep proper space, give proper space. Do not just try to overload the things in a small space. Organizing doesn't mean that keeping lot of things in minimum space. No, organizing means keeping the things in such a way that it is easy for you to find those things, and it is easy for you to pick up those things. That while you're picking up, you do not have to shuffle or disturb the other thing kept next to the item which you are taking. So try to just find out the ways by which you can maximize the space, but you along with that, you also keep your space clean and organized. Right. For example, you can have an organizer for your writing instrument and notebooks, and another one for push pins, paper clips, and other small items. That's what we told. Yes. So here It says that whenever you are organizing your things, whenever you are managing your things, whenever you are putting the things on proper places, you just need to understand that organizing means keeping the things systematically, trying to maximize the space in such a way where you get the option to keep a lot of things in that space, but which can easily be picked out from there. Now, the 11 point says avoid multitasking. How many of you have the habit of multitasking? When it comes to mobile, I think 80% of you might be having the habit of doing the multitasking. Everyone has. You know, we think that mobile is something which we can use with everything, while studying, while playing, while talking, while eating, while reading, anywhere, while attending the meetings also, while attending the trainings also. We think that mobile is something, it is not going to cause any kind of distraction, it is not going to affect us, but that affects your productivity. Just for once, try doing this, try to do a work by using the mobile, and another way, try to do a work by keeping the mobile aside. You will see that your productivity is more when you are not using your mobile, when you're not doing multitasking. People are in the habit at times they just keep on seeing their mobile. At times uh, people think that, okay, we do not get time, so let me just use my mobile when I am talking to the people. No, stop doing that. Not only this, when you are into the office, you get two projects, that on both the projects you need to work. What people do, they start doing one project, do it half, keep it aside, start working on second project, or simultaneously they are working on both the projects. That should not be done. Just focus on one thing at a time. It is going to increase your productivity, and along with that, it is also going to help you to finish, to do your work on time. So focus your efforts on completing one project or task at a time. You just need to be very focused that, okay, my focus is I want to complete this task, I want to complete this project within this time. So put your 100% efforts, put your 100% focus on that one project only, rather than focusing on multiple projects. That, okay, this also have to do, this also have to do, this also have to do. That should not be done. This prevents mistakes, lower workplace stress, and help you meet your deadline. So how this is helping? This is going to help you out in many different ways. Like, it will stop you from making mistakes. Just think, if we are studying two different subjects alternatively, one are maths, one are economics, one maths, one eco, one maths, one eco, then get confused at what did we do last time. Instead of doing 1 hour, 1 hour, you could have done like 2 hours. I'll go 2, 3 hours. I'll do maths and I'll take a break and then I'll go for economics. That would have been easy for you. That would have made you more focused and would have helped you to finish off your work on time. So prevent it will also prevent you from doing mistakes. So do not focus on doing multitasking, because people have the wrong assumption that multitasking makes their work quickly, but factual factuality is multitasking doesn't make your work quicker, though it gives the space for the mistakes to come. It uh, make you stressed out throughout the day, because you're thinking on different things and you are unable to complete any task by the end of the day. By the end of the day, you are like, both the tasks are still pending for you. So it is unnecessary going to give you stress. To avoid those things, avoid doing multitasking. You feel more accomplished, yes, when you are doing one task at a time, you feel more accomplished. You feel that yes, we have got I was able to finish one task. Let's say one task I was able to finish, 75% of one task I was able to finish. At least you will have some figure, and when you will have some figure, you will also feel satisfied that okay, I was able to do something, I was able to achieve something by the end of the day. Use it as momentum to start your next task of the day. What you have to do, you have to use this as the momentum, as a way to start your next task of the day. So whenever you are starting the next task of the day, just be focused that okay, yesterday I did that, I have left this over here, so now I am going to focus on doing the next task of the day. The 12th point over here says take regular breaks. If you remember, then when we were talking about management, I told you about Pomodoro technique of time management, which says work for 25 minutes and take a break of 5 minutes. Every 25 minutes, every 30 minutes, when you are taking the break of 5 minutes, just relax yourself. Do not think about the work. So these regular breaks, you will see that though you're taking the break of 5 minutes, but they are increasing your productivity a lot. They are improving your productivity, your efficiency. Because our mind need rest. It cannot work continuously for hours. Even if it is working for 60 minutes, it get tired after a certain amount of time. And to avoid those things, it is very important that we give regular breaks to our work schedule. It can be just for 5 minutes, depending upon your own style. Like for me, it works as 30 minutes of working, 5 minutes of break. For some, it can be 40 minutes. For some, it can be 25 minutes. So it is okay. There is no harm that for one, it is 40 and for one, it is 25. Why so? It depends on your own capabilities. It depends upon your own understanding. So you just have to find out that for you, what works best, whatever it is. Make sure that you do not make it your habit of working continuously for a very longer duration. You need to focus on finishing of your task within a short span of time, and along with that, giving proper break. If you think the task is going to stretch for 5 6 hours, do not sit for continuous 5 6 hours. Take breaks in between and continue doing the task. Next point says, get up from your okay, sorry. To stay organized, take regular breaks, get up from your desk and go on a quick walk. Even this will work. And this is even good and beneficial for your health also. Get up from your desk, leave your desk and go. Just take a quick walk, fresh air, breathe in fresh air, relax your mind, relax yourself, and then go on quickly with your next task of the day or the task. Just start doing the task from the place where you left. So enjoy the outdoor for a few minutes. It is again very important that you focus on enjoying the outdoors for a few minutes. When you are spending all of your time indoor, you do not get that fresh air, you do not get that cool environment. So just make sure whenever you are time blocking your day, whenever you're preparing the schedule for your day, you block a specific time where you are just going to focus on going out, spending some time outside, playing outdoor games, going for a walk, sitting just peacefully, sitting in a garden and just you know enjoying the nature, the lovely nature. So do these things. Taking a regular breaks helps you remain focused and minimize distraction. So yes, when you are taking regular breaks, frequent breaks from time to time, it is going to help you to remain focused. What will happen? Like, you will be in a stage to stay focused on one thing, and it is also going to stop the distraction, or even if the distraction is there, that is going to be very minimal, that is going to be very less. So these regular breaks will help you out to come out of your stress, a very boring routine, a very bad situation. And what it will do, it will help you to take and to just relax and work with your 100% efficiency. By doing this, you'll also see that your productivity, your efficiency has increased, because now your mind is relaxed, your mind is getting time to feel fresh. And the last point says, set aside specific time for emails. Make sure that you're keeping aside some specific time for your emails, because checking emails is also important. You cannot deny the fact that most of the time the communication which happens is through emails only. So set aside that specific time for emails. Instead of spending a lot of time, set aside block of time in your schedule to check your emails. Now, do not spend hours and hours in checking and in just working with this. Instead, just keep, okay, after 2 hours, at this time I'm going to check my mails. At this time going to check my mails. Even in the night, once you are back home, you have winded up all your work. That time also, do not just focus on checking your mails again and again. Just concentrate that, okay, at this specific time or point of time, at this time I'm just going to check the emails. Respond to priority messages. So again, this is very important that you respond to the priority message. So for this, you can set the priority symbols, you can set the priority inbox, or whatever features you want to use, you can use. You can ask the team to give you a call or drop your message on WhatsApp if there's something very urgent, because you are not always checking your emails. Whenever you see it's a priority message, give priority to that and respond to the priority message immediately. Sorry, yeah. Organize informational emails into folders. So whenever you see that these emails are important, what happens now? In a day, we get lot of emails. Lot of mails come, maybe hundreds of mails are coming. So in those hundred of mails, what happens? We just forget that which mail is important, and those mails get lost in those hundreds of mails. So avoid those things. Just create the folders, highlight those things, mark those things, put them in the separate folder. So whatever you feel is going to work best for you, just adopt that thing and go further, proceed further. By incorporating organization into your inbox, you can stay focused on tasks without getting distracted. So when you are incorporating organization in your work, when you are keeping your things organized, when you are putting all things segregated so that you can easily get access to the important mails, informational mails whenever required, it helps you to stay focused on your task without getting distracted. It doesn't cause any kind of distraction for you. So just focus on setting aside specific time on email. So these are the 13 ways. These are just the tips. There can be many more tips which you think can work best for you. Maybe all these 13 tips, or out of 13, 2 or 3 can help you best in organizing your workplace. Whatever it is, just select those things. And if you think, no, I have some additional ways by which I can manage my workplace. I can keep my place organized, workplace organized, systematic. Go ahead with that. The only motive of telling you about this is that these things, these practices will help you to manage your work effectively, to keep your focus, to keep you determined, and to keep you just attached towards your work. And along with this, now you might be thinking that when we are talking about work life, organizing the workplace, how it is related to managing the time. All these things will help you to manage the time, because our mind is such a is designed in such a way that whenever we are working, if we just get distracted from work for 5 minutes, that ends up wasting 15 minutes, because it will take another 5 to 10 minutes for us to understand what we were doing and from where we need to start. So for 5 minutes, you're wasting another 10 minutes. That means 15 minutes. And if you are doing this after every 15-20 minutes, so just think that 15 minutes of productivity, 15 minutes of work is landing you into 15 minutes of time wastage. Don't you think that these 15 minutes, when you are going to accumulate it for the entire day, you'll have hours which you have just wasted without investing them into something productive? That is why we say it is very important to organize your workplace and to keep yourself organized. So, with this, we have come to the end of today's session. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.